Hey party people, Doug Medhin back, and this is lesson 1, segment 3, when we deal with texture work and materials. So let's delve right into it. In our content browser, which is this area right here, we want to right click in this gray area, and we want to click on material. I'm going to call it the lollygaggers. I got nothing. So we're just going to double click and go into the material editor. Now, the layout, the interface for this works like this. Right-clicking will let you move around, and left-click will just let you drag stuff and select a lot of things. The material editor is very powerful. I'm going to advocate that. It can be very complicated, so you really should know what it is that you're doing. For instance, I made a water material, and I will show it to you in person in class if need be, but it can be a pain, but the end result is phenomenal. So let's get started. We're going to make a vector parameter. To do that, we need to hold down the V key, V for Victor, left click, and we have a vector parameter. So let's go into our default value to click on the default value, which is here. You know what? I will maximize this so that way you guys get a better view. So here is the material expression vector parameter, the default value. We want to click on this. This will bring up the color picker, which I still, to this day, will say sounds really weird. I'm just going to pick a random color. Red it is. And we want to switch the value, because right now the value which dictates the vector parameter is black. So let's go here and click OK. I'm going to drag the black channel out to our base color, and the channels you see here, the black channel, which includes all color, the red channel, which includes only red, green only includes the green, no other color. Then there's the blue, which only includes the blue channel, the blue color, and then there's this one, the white channel. This is alpha. This is very important. If you ever want to do things that are see-through, you'll want this channel. But for our purposes, we're happy with the black channel going into the base color. So we're going to click apply, and we're going to click save. We're going to close this out. Now we're going to take lollygaggers. We're going to click, drag this over to here, and we have, yeah, one side. Doug, I want all sides. I want all sides given pink, or whatever color I just chose. I have no idea what color that is. To do that, we highlight a side. You hold down Shift B for Bravo. And then we click, drag that out, bam. But Doug, it doesn't, oops. But Doug, it doesn't include this. I wanted that as well. Why didn't it include that? Honestly, because it's a different brush. Remember, we're using two separate cube brushes. This is one, but this is another. This is the one we subtracted from. You can apply it, but we're going to make a nice little glowing texture. So let's get started with that. So let's click make a new material. We're going to call this Lolly Glower. Oh, I totally did include that. Don't ever include special characters in your name. You can't have period, comma, whatever. None of that. It won't let you. So, mine was just a misclick. And you can't include spaces. Nothing ever happened, like you can never include spaces. So, now that that's done, let's go in. We're going to make another vector parameter, but this time it's going to be one with a twist, because we're going to have this one glowing. Let's say, you know, one of my students had green, because green really loved him. I'm going to make it green, just a troll. Troll. But this is one with a twist. We want to multiply it. Now, multiplication, in order to multiply, we hit M for mansion and left click. This is our multiply node. We take our black channel and plop it into the multiply mode. But what's going to be the constant B? You see where it's you see how it says 1? We want to push that up. I'm going to push it up to 500 because I can. Now, multiply will pump the color up. It's going to multiply the color by a constant, in this case 500. So it's going to be bright, just letting you guys know. And we've take the resultant and plug it into emissive. So, wow, that's bright. Really bright. I'm gonna tone it down to 50. Alright, I'll take that. So we hit apply, and we click save. Close that out. So with this, I'm gonna hit Shift B to select all the sides, and have Lollyglower go there. Boosh! Look at that beautiful, beautiful emissive light. Now we have to do a decal. And decal is a texture on top of a texture. But we're going to import one. In the link that I sent all of you, you should have downloaded a 3D model and a 2D texture. We're going to import those in. So let's do that right now. We're going to click on the import button. Now for me, I have it saved to my desktop, and it's this Texas A&M ATM logo. So I'm just going to grab that, and I'm going to open it, and we have it here. So we're going to actually make this into a decal material. To make a decal material, we have two options. We can either right-click and make a new material, or we could just right-click on the texture itself and create material from it. So we're going to do that. And instead, I'm just going to say decal matte. Decal material for short. So we go in, so we double-click into our material editor. We're not going to change much. We're only going to change one little thing, and that is material domain. See where it says material domain under material. I said material so many times I might as well just keep saying it. So we just click on surface. We want to make sure it's deferred decal. Deferred decal. This is real talk. I'm going to hammer this in. If you don't use deferred decal, it won't work. So with deferred decal, this means we can plop this texture on top of another. So we hit apply, and then we hit save. So close out of that. So with our decal material selected, we right-click within the world. You want to click on Place Actor Decal Matte, not replace selected actors with decal material, because that's bad. You want this one. So let's do that. We placed it, and bam! We have our decal material, baby. Look at that thing. Oh, and did I mention you can scale it? Scale. And look how it already auto updates whenever it's on top of another like texture thing. That's beautiful, isn't it? So beautiful. Oh yeah, baby. You know how I like it, decal material. Oh man. Okay. And that about does it for the texture segment. Join us for the next segment, which is going to include importing a 3D model and doing something fun with it. I will see you in a little bit.